All right, thank you so much. The program still this morning on ITV on independent television. We have Mr. Samuel Ehigiator on set now. And of course, he's a political analyst and also a public affairs analyst. So you're welcome to the program this morning on ITV.
Good morning, Mr.
All right,
Roberts.
so before you came, Philip and I were looking at the resignation of former chairman of the All Progressives Congress. Now, a whole lot of issues have greeted the resignation, but it seems there is a challenge for the All Progressives Congress now. Now, the acting national chairman now, Abubakar Kyari, who is of the same political extraction, from the same geographical extraction with former chairman. Now, we understand that he's been penciled down for ministerial position. Now, the big question is, will he accept if eventually he comes up as a substantive chairman? How can he take the issue of being a chairman of the APC, national chairman of the APC, and of course a minister? Let's start from there.
Thank you very much. Well, the resignation of the chairman of the APC, Adamu, I think it was long overdue. Why long overdue? A lot of things have come along the way since the primaries, the way he has been playing his politics, and the way he has been handling the affair of the party. I think it was not in line with governance. And one thing we should know that when a party is in power, it has to read the spirit of the governor, of the government. It has to work in line with the government so that they can give Nigeria what we want. It is not just the governors alone. You are a party that brought that person to power. So if you are not in alignment with the government, there will be a clash. And Adamu on his own, what kind of sentimental in his leadership? Sentimental in the sense that there were many general decisions being made by the National Working Committee, which most time he single-handedly tried to upturn or try to play games around. I think it was not healthy for the party.
And yet the party won at the election.
Yeah, the party won on an election because the man that was contesting was well-known, white and bright. The man that was contesting was a gift to APC. It was not just about the party, because if we have looked at the party, I don't believe Asiwaju would have won the presidency, because in the general public, APC was seen like a devil due to the kind of politics President Muhammadu Buhari gave to us, based on the policy that brought many pains to Nigerians. So I think APC was seen very, very wrong as a party to even vote for. So the influence of the chairman was not there.
If you talk about APC, the
influence of the chairman was not there. So let me tell you something.
If you talk about APC,
let me specify now to Adamu himself.
Yeah,
he's from Nasarawa State, right? Did APC win in Nasarawa State? 0. We lost in Nasarawa State. So what was his contribution to APC, to Asiwaju victory? So let us not be sentimental on that point.
Now, what is the guarantee? Abubakar Kyari, that's the acting national chairman now,
Kyari is
of the same Nasarawa State now.
Sir,
what is the guarantee that he can change the political,
Kyari is a fresh breed, first and foremost. Constitutionally, the APC has no choice than to bring in Kyari into it. Why? Because the Constitution says when in a situation that the chairman is incapacitated or need no more available, the deputy national chairman from same zone takes the office as acting. Now, now it is now for us, APC, to look for someone now that might likely take that position. Somebody sound. It might not be in a convention. It might not be from the zone anymore. Can be zoned to any other.
Now, I like it when I have APC supporters on board. Of course, that's who you are now. Now, you talked about the APC's policies during President Muhammadu Buhari. What is the difference between those policies then and the policies that we have now? A liter of fuel, as we speak now, is nothing less than 620 naira.
620.
Throughout the whole country.
I know you will come to that.
Yeah, I have to come to it. So Nigerians are groaning. Nigerians are in pain. So when you say that, what is the difference between your policies then and the kind of policies that you have now?
Thank you very much. You know, one thing we have to know, like I always say, I was a defender of the presidency of Muhammadu Buhari on some aspects when it comes to infrastructural development. I would not take it from him. He did a lot. But they lack economical growth. They lack the ability to take Nigeria out of poverty with their policies.
So this government has it?
Yes, I believe with time. Because you have seen so far in his 50 days in office, the policy so far made, the aspect of the first removal was not made by him. It was a policy made by the present government that was already signed, was already approved. So there, we're taking it to his own policy. It's just that it was the announcer, that's all. But it was already there. But if you look at the policy of the tax he has done, if you look at the appointments he has done so far, I think Nigeria will see lights. The only place I will also put a comma right now, which every man will agree with me, it's not because I'm an APC man, it's not that I don't want the poor to get money, but this policy of 8,000 naira is zero to me. It's rubbish. It's an avenue of corruption. It's an avenue to siphon funds again by some certain so-called advisors and experts. That is not the policy we need.
Okay.
And I'm happy he reversed it yesterday, that it is no more. It has to be reviewed. Because I expect those money should be pumped into our modular refineries. Those money should be pumped into our conventional refineries. It should be pumped into transportation. These public buses that will reduce costs with fixed price, maybe 100 naira from Ring Road to Airport Road, that even when the public, if the private are taking 200 or 300, fix the government for 100 naira. You will see that so many people will leave their cars at home. So many things will change. It will take a lot of pains from us. Those are things more I expect from them.
Okay, let me come to Philip now. Now, Philip, the acting national chairman now, Abubakar Kyari, has formally informed Mr. President that the former chairman has resigned. And of course, he has also told Nigerians and APC supporters now that the caucus meeting of the national executive, meeting of the APC, is supposed to be sometime soon, but they had to shift it to somehow in October. That's what we're getting now. But let's look at Omishore now, Iyola Omishore, the former secretary that also resigned. What sin did he commit? He left, he resigned. Why do you think he resigned along with the former chairman, Philip?
Well, as it was alleged that Omishore worked, worked alone with the national, the former national chairman, Adamu. That they played the safe, just how will I put it, a secluded kind of politics. They didn't really carry other members of the party along. So that grievance has been there since. It has been there. And following the fact that the chairman is resigning, though it is not too usual, but it's not usual for anybody to resign. Yes. The reason for his resignation is best known to him. But I think it could also be as a result of they sending the chairman off. Probably the party may have a way of equally adding the secretary to it. So it may not be from his will to willingly resign. There could be some other political undertones. Okay.
Now, APC, back to Ehigiator now. APC, I've read some literature concerning his resignation. Now, APC wants to put a chairman that has some political weight. That's what they want to do now. And from what you said, that the former chairman did not win his state. Now, even the former secretary did not also win his seat, Omishore. Now, by law, by your own constitution, the national chairman must come from North Central, somewhere around Nasarawa and all that. And also, the secretary also may have to come from Osun State, where Omishore Iyola is from. Now, these two people couldn't win the presidential election in their state. So, are we looking at a situation whereby APC, and APC is somehow having difficulty in finding those that have political weights in these two places? So are we looking at a situation whereby APC may have to change the dynamics now, maybe the constitution, to look elsewhere where they can get the national chairman from and the secretary from?
Thank you very much. Well, I will let you know one thing too, that Omisore on his own, as my brother Ellis said, was working hand in hand with the national chairman, and they excluded other people in their decisions. And if you look at the primaries, he played a corny role too, just like the national chairman. So they are birds of the same feather and flocks together. So there's nothing wrong with both of them goals, and they are the both most powerful person in the party, as we all know, after the national chairman is the national secretary.
Yeah.
So I think both of them have gone now, and I think APC have a lot of young breeds. We should not take it from us, because in Osun State, we have a lot of young breeds coming up. In the North, we have a lot of young breeds coming up that are politically vicious, vocal, and willing to take positions. Good. What the party really wants now are leaders in the national affair that will work with the government in power, that have synergy with the government in power, that can work with our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Not people that are watching him with corny eyes. You know, Bini always say, I'm watching you. Those kind of people, they are very dangerous around you. People that, they blow you and they eat you. Such people, we should be very careful of them. I think the Bola Ahmed Tinubu we know is a man that have vision, that have eyes for young breeds, that have eyes for leaders. If you see the appointment he has made so far, it has not been haste, but if you see them, they are sound people. So I think the shifting of the National Convention, for one reason or the other, might be to give more room to consultations, to give more rooms to search for the right person and the right people. Because not only the national, in the convention, it's not only the national chairman that's going to be going, or the national secretary, many other positions could definitely be reshuffled, because people are going to contest for it. And those that contest for it are definitely going to win.
Okay, now
individually.
Yeah.
So whoever comes in has to take one position very firm. Nigeria needs a renewed hope, and the party has to have the obligation in them that we need to do a lot, because it's the party that are going to preach it to the grassroots. It's the party that are going to bring the impactation to the grassroots, not just the executive alone.
Okay.
So they are going to play a lot of role.
Okay, so we have some of the possible replacements that are being considered now by the All Progressives Congress. We have the former governor of Nasarawa State, Umaru Tanko Amakura. We also have former governor of Niger State, Abu Lulu. We have former deputy governor of Nasarawa State, Silas Ali Agara, and former governor of Plateau State is also there. So these are the persons that are being considered by the All Progressives Congress now to replace Abdullahi Adamu as a former chairman. Now, in all this, Philip, who will be your best replacement for Adamu, from your own point of view?
Well, my best replacement has little or no impact, but I would say that Tanko will be, to me, better off.
Amakura.
Yes, Amakura. Because he has been there, and apart from being there, he has been loyal to the party. And in addition to being loyal to the party, he has shown to a very large extent that yes, he's a two-party man. And I think that's what the party really needs now. A man that can show that yes, he's a two-party man, not the man that will come in and begin to, go contrary to government in power policies. That's not what they want now.
Now, for Missouri, the replacement is almost going to be hard knocks now for APC to find. Just like what was said a while ago, that they are also considering somebody that has a political weight in that place. So, from your point of view, Ehigiator, who will replace Missouri?
Well, I will not speculate. I will not speculate, because it is zoned to the southwest. And as long as it's southwest, does not really specify it must be from Osun State. It could be from another state.
From Lagos State?
Can be from Lagos State.
No, it can be from Lagos State.
It's a southwest state. It's a southwest issue.
You cannot have the president from Lagos State. And also
no, let us say it's a southwest issue. As a southwest issue, Lagos State is not really Southwest
Anyway,
State.
let's
Osun State is not really Southwest State. We have about 4 states in the Southwest.
Let's take a short break now. Okay. After this time out, we're going to return so that we'll see who may probably replace the former Secretary of the All Progressives Congress. Please stay tuned.
In this moment and in this time, we are seemingly faced with multiple challenges that are constantly calling out to our humanity. The most threatening of them all is illegal migration. Crossing deserts and seas, boats unsafe, even in the face of uncertainty. The ocean and the sea should not be for dying. I'm calling on all heads of states and governments in Africa and the world to stand and commit to this reality, because migration cannot go into extinction, but rather a stop can be put to the irregular means of migrating. Either right or wrong, humanity has one choice to make. Our collective responsibility, which starts with me and you, together will stand in the union to make the world a paradise for all.
All right, thank you so much. As we conclude this segment now, we're looking at the possibility of who will return as the Secretary of the All Progressives Congress. Just as we said that we cannot have somebody from Lagos because the president is from Lagos, so we also cannot have that person from somebody from Lagos. So, Mr. Ehigiator, let's pick it up from there.
Like what I told you, it is zoned to the southwest, that office. And in that southwest, we have about 5 states minimum there. If you not take Lagos away, I think about 4 states: Ondo, Oyo, Ekiti, Osun, Ogun State, about 5 states there. So, and as we know, Ekiti is a home of education. There are a lot of brilliant brains there, which are in APC too, professors. Because this time around, we need people, because we are not talking of national secretary, we need people that have ideology, that have the brains, that have the focus, that can really bring ideas to join the governance. Not just being a party secretary, they could come up with party ideas, visions for Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I think in the Southwest we have a lot of brains. I have no doubt in mind that they are going to find somebody very good, irrespective of Lagos excluded. So I'm not afraid. I don't want to speculate on a particular name for now, but I know there's hope.
Okay.
And when you talk of the national chairman, like the names you call, I believe they are all speculation as well. And like my brother said, we have 2 good candidates there. Amakura is very sound. He has done very well when he was in governor. And La Longa was not also very bad from Plateau State.
And he's also in the good books of the president.
So those are people that I think they could really also work with the Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because they were with him all along in the campaign and all the sacrifice. So I think such people should be welcomed. And we hope we'll have a lot of them too from the West too, that could take the position of the secretary.
Okay. All right, so we'll leave it there. Let's see how it goes between now and October. We're expected to have the next meeting of the caucus of the APC, and of course sometime maybe before the year runs out or next year, the convention. That's the big one now, whereby a chairman will be formally elected to pilot the affairs of the APC. I want to say a very big thank you to Phillip Aguebor, the debut on the program this morning on ITV. Yeah. I hope more time you're going to be coming when we invite you.
Thank you so much.
And also to Mr. Samuel Ehigiator. Thank you for coming on the show. All right, so let's go back to Abuja now, where we're going to be looking at fuel issue, subsidy removal, and of course critical issues as it relates to it all. Nigerians are passing through pain, there's no doubt about that.